creative people. Matthew here with Gear Sounds. Today we've got all of the brass tones we're going to be looking at. So let's just jump right in, shall we? And I'm trying to still, to this day, figure out the best way to run these streams. So you'll have to excuse the technical difficulties. We're also doing the 2-cable method as well. So when I turn down the synth, and I have to turn it down on the front, turn up the guitar, we get... So that's kind of our clean tone. That's coming through the Princeton. And there's a little bit of reverb on there. We got it at 3.75, something like that. So when we combine the two, we got something like this. Very cool. And like I said, going forward, the 2-cable method is going to be pretty much standard. Turn the guitar off to listen to the brass, but not much, not by much. Doesn't handle slides too well. And it lets, like, if let's say I have a note ringing kind of in the background. Well, that actually worked in my favor. But sometimes when you don't want it to be playing, it'll have a note ringing in the background, which is a little annoying. Like if you heard that little ghost note in there. Anyways, moving on to the cream brass. We're the cream of the brass. Oh, that's actually kind of epic. Note, that was actually just me making a mistake. That one I like a lot, actually. The cream brass is pretty nice. Let's do some more stuff with it. I actually enjoy it, so let's do some guitar tone with it. Actually, I like it better this way. That's actually the best. That's the best so far. Can we find something that beats that? That is the question. Oh, that's much better. Okay, that's actually a lot of fun. So that is the Saws brass there. And again, I jumping into this episode, I was perfectly ready to just make fun of the GM-800 again, because I love the pedal, don't get me wrong, but some of the tones are just absolutely useless in my opinion. I mean, really. If you listen to some of them, they're just super worthless. I don't know how in God's green earth you could get use out of it, but listen to the vibrato. Oh, that's awful. Yeah, that's not what you want in a guitar synthesizer. You don't want the vibrato to sound like that. Let's move this list further down so I can actually see what I'm doing here. I really don't like how this list works. Like when you scroll down, the thing you're always looking at is always at the bottom unless you move the list as I just did. You have to like move it back and forth in order for the list to move. Okay, so we were on Sin Brass. No, did we just do that one? No, we just did that one. Okay, so this is JP-8000 Brass. Oh yeah, that's definitely fun. This one I could use. Except for the vibrato. Vibrato still needs work, but that's okay. That actually kind of works though. Yeah, that definitely works. Okay, moving on. Now that we know that there are usable tones on the brass section. I mean, again, I came in here trying to make fun of this pedal and this particular section. I wasn't going to mention that, but that's kind of was my goal. JP-8 brass. Oh, what the hell? Okay, I want you guys to have proof that I'm not screwing this up. So just watch me, watch. Gee, what the hell is that? I didn't do anything. Even that down. What the hell? The technology is almost there. It's almost there. It's not there yet. I can't perform with this thing. That's why The busking video did really well, but I don't want to do more because people don't like to hear it. When, in my mind, maybe it's in my head, but I feel like there's so many mistakes that it just doesn't sound right. It's a fun, like, bedroom toy. I think that's about it, though. I don't know how performance worthy it is when it makes mistakes like that. We're like, oh, set your settings, tune it. So I did. I did. I did everything you're supposed to do, and I still get the ghost notes. And the reason being is it's a limitation of the technology. It's an on and off system. It has a gate. So it's either the note plays or it doesn't. Whereas with guitar, those subtle notes, you just can't hear it because the guitar player is quieting the strings. But with the synth, it doesn't know whether it wants you to hear it or not. It doesn't have taste. So there's no way for it to know whether to shut the note up or not. You just have to play differently. And that's such a limiting factor of this device. Like, see, if I wanted to do that two-hand stuff on the synth, I don't know that I could. Let's try and turn off the guitar to see if we can even get away with it. No, there's too much rubbing of my hand as I'm moving back and forth, which creates noise in the system, and you get this kind of thing. Because that'd be really cool if you could do that. Oh. I'm so sad at the limitation. I'm really sad because if it could just know somehow, that's the last thing it needs to figure out. Transients. If it could know what I want and don't want to have happen, that'd be great. But it doesn't. That makes it very usable as a lead tone, but very unusable as a rhythm tone. I mean, listen to rhythms. You hear that ghost note in there? I don't know if you can hear it. That little... It's... It makes me so mad. And the problem is you need to mute the strings with your right hand to get it to function. And by doing that, you create new noise. Oh, it's just so frustrating. That makes... I wonder if tapping is possible. Because, I don't know. I don't think that it would be. I mean, it's kind of possible. I wouldn't say that sounds good. So... it's okay. It's alright. I mean, there's so much coming at you that you kind of miss some of the mistakes, but I don't know. I don't know if it counts as good when it's like that. I don't know. Let's keep moving on. What else we got here? We got Bright Attack Brass. That's what we were just on. Retro Brass. That definitely sounds retro, like 1960s Pink Floyd. classic tones. Especially when they're so, I don't know how to put it. When they're so like, the latency is so low, thanks to the new pickup. That's so weird. Why is that out of time? Let's turn the guitar so you can hear what I mean. Hear those couple of notes right there at the end that were out of time? Overall, that's like 15, 20, even sometimes 30% better than the SY-1000 and the GK3 in terms of tracking, just to my ears. Welcome back to Radio K5. Smooth jazz all the time. Okay, what happened to my knob? Soaring horns. Yeah. Oh, okay. Finally, we're getting into something that sounds a little different. I like how not only are these arranged here by category, but the tone numbers themselves, they're actually, the tone numbers are arranged by tonality. So if you notice, everything we played so far was kind of similar. This is the first horn we're getting into that sounds a little different. You can hear I'm not making a mistake there, but I'm hearing a mistake in the synth track. Listen. Right there, hear all those artifacts? This makes it impossible for me to play my music. My music has a lot of like transient sound in it, just because I do a lot of busking where I play alone. And so there's like a lot of notes that kind of ring out in the background. I feel like that's what a lot of people do in their bedroom too when they're alone. They play kind of music that's going to fill out a sound for themselves. So they're going to be playing a lot of chords. A lot of transient notes are going to be ringing in the background. They're going to leave strings ringing. Frustrated as I am today, we're going to continue. Horns 2. See if it works. That two-handed stuff I was talking about earlier. Is it even possible to do it, and I'll put the guitar tone in there as well on the Princeton to see if it's possible even to do it at all. Okay, that was definitely the best two-handed stuff I've ever done on Gear Sounds, that's for sure. That is usable. Definitely usable for two-handed stuff. Okay, I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I don't know why, but it just seemed like there was less interference in that. Maybe the way that I was playing. I don't think so. But let's continue on. We were on Soaring Horns 2. Let's get that up and past the top so I can see this at the top here. Brass octave. What's that going to be? Get you closer to the screen, guys. That's what happens when you bend. I mean, with all these tones inside this pedal, there's probably trillions of combinations, I'd imagine. Analog brass, what do we got here? see those glitches? Look at my hands. Am I making mistakes? No is the answer. Like, what is that? I am. Listen. Here's the guitar tone, just for proof. You have to just be super careful, and just like I said, as I said previously, you have to completely play differently. Not a lot of fun to do that, but hey, moving on. The next tone we got is blast brass. Okay, cool. Oh, horn blast brass. Okay, cool. Let's see what that one is. Okay, I understand why it's blast. Okay, who is going to use this? Tell me the truth, guys. Do you really see yourself ever in front of family members, or even in the worst thing would be in the general public? Can you imagine you go to a bar, you're just having a little drink, and all of a sudden you look over and you see that there's a local band. You're like, oh, cool, live music. This is going to be great. All of a sudden, the dude busts into a guitar solo, and it's this. You'd be very disappointed, and you'd probably get sober immediately. So we're not going to torture you guys too much with that. I do that because, again, I like doing that. I like making fun of it because there's some useless sounds. What is you going to use? I mean, maybe if you combine that with another tone. See that? That's much more useful. This is totally like... Okay, kind of boring. Oh, I found out what the W's were, guys. Previously, I said the W was the same thing. It is the same thing, but it adds a new effect. So sometimes it's a delay, sometimes it's like, a lot of times it's a phaser. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Look at that attack. So listen to this. And then listen to the W version. Actually, that is not the same tone at all. That is a completely different tone. Let me know if you guys want to hear something after I'm done with the brass today. I might go another 10 minutes. Okay, these are starting to bore me. Starting to bore me. Okay, if something's like super similar, we're just gonna move on so we can get to the leads. So these are all so similar now at this point. Now I feel like I've heard most of them. Oh, there we go. There's something a little louder. Some of these are just so corny. Again, I can't imagine playing this live. The glitching. Yeah, let's see if we can get through the rest of these. The brass amp. What is this? Sounds like a lo-fi version of the other ones I was listening to. Let's move up forward. JP8 brass. You know what? All of these have their own characteristic tone for sure, but I think there's really not this many necessary. Because I think they're so close together in terms of tone. I mean, they differ for sure, don't get me wrong, but just not enough for me to make a whole video about one tone category, I guess. At least the brass. Maybe I just don't like brass. We're getting through these quick now. That's called 80s brass. I mean, these all sound 80s to me. 80s brass too. Oh, I like that one because at least it has kind of like a build-up. Okay, now this one I like. If I imagine, and the reason I like it is because it has that build-up. Listen. Right? At least something's happening. Because to me, if you're going to have a guitar synthesizer, at least do something more than just transpose the note onto a tone. Have it react to velocity and voltage. brass too, 80s brass too. But the other one wasn't like that. The other ones, a lot of them weren't like that. Yeah, again, cool, but nothing exciting. I'm feeling Christmassy. Mama, take this badge off of me. 'Cause I can't use it anymore. Yeah, okay. Little delay there. That one's kind of cool. not getting creative enough. I don't know. I always critique this pedal, but yet here I am still making videos about it. I love it. What can I say? It's really not meant for that. I mean, listen to that. Listen to how it reacts when I play guitar. I'll be honest, guys. This thing does not want you to play guitar. No, 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 no. It does not want you to play guitar. It wants you to treat this thing like a piano. Right? These notes touch. You can touch them. You cannot bend them. You cannot vibrate them. You cannot slide them. If you slide them, you're going to get this. You get artifacts in there, whether you want them or not. Like if I play blues. Because when you're lifting your hand off to do the slide and go back and forth, that's what creates those artifacts. So sliding is probably the most viable of guitar techniques that's not ruined, but pretty much all guitar techniques outside of sliding are a no-go with this pedal. That's something you have to understand if you want to get effective tones. Because I can get tones that are funny. But that's not effective. It's far more effective to do the sliding. I mean, really, they both create artifacts. It's like, deal with whichever one sounds worse for the patch, or whichever one sounds better for the patch. Certain patches will sound better with slides. Most of them sound better with glissandos, as opposed to slides, which is just a quick slide back and forth. Okay, we have just a couple more here to finish off the brass section for today. Why are some of those louder than others? That still annoys me. Euro Express. Yeah, not digging it. Mixed brass. Starting like a fart. Not a fan. has some toughness to it. Is that it? No, we got more. We got 3 more. Oh, awful. Last brass. What the hell? Shut up. That is me muting, by the way. Shut up, shut up. This is just so you can see. This is what muting looks like on this pedal. No guitar, of course. Actually, you know what? I'll turn the guitar on so you can hear the muting. So let's count what doesn't work. No muting. No vibrato. No bending. Slides kind of work. So basically, it turns the whole guitar into something that is no longer a guitar because you can't do what you want to do. But that's going to have to do it for this episode today, guys. Finishing off the brass, and I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys in the next video for more of the GM-800, and hopefully this next episode will find a tone that's a little more interesting than the brass. Today's episode wasn't very exciting for me, as you could tell. But I still had fun, and I hope to catch you guys in the next live stream next Sunday. I'm going to be doing these every Sunday from now on, either a video or a live stream. You're getting something. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye for now.